Hey, welcome back to another exciting episode of Sippin and Trippin. How you hoes doing?
How's life? Whatever.
Are you guys taking care of yourselves and what?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
I am going through it. It's not the Rona.
No, ma'am.
But y'all trying.
But you know, every time you get a little tickle in your throat, a little tingle in your nose, child, you got to worry.
I think I'm just a little pregnant. I think that's all it is.
Right.
I gotta find out who the father is.
Who's the father?
You know?
Who's the baby's da?
You know, I don't know.
You guys... Go, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just saying, when I find out, y'all don't know.
Oh.
Possibly.
Sippin and Trippin to know it first.
Actually, maybe Maury.
Oh, shit. Is Maury still on?
I don't know. We're gonna find out that day.
Y'all just seen a good commercial from our fine sponsor, Kaiser Creations. Boom. Some clothing, personalized clothing, jewelry, trinkets. She's got new trays, personalized trays. Boom. Do whatever you want on them as long as it's legal and law abiding or not. You know, that's your business.
Once you buy it, you do what you want to do.
That part.
We can't tell you what to do.
And then if you want our little face on it, we might judge you just a little bit. Only if you want us to. Only if you want us to. There's trays. There's keychains. What else is coming out next? There's a couple products coming out in this line-ish.
I ain't feeling good. I don't know. My mind is
ashtrays, dominoes, boom, personalized domino set, boom.
You get Sippin and Trippin dominoes, child.
That part, just a bunch of stuff. You know, I ain't played no bones in a long time.
You know, I never played.
You never played?
No.
That used to be my game. Like, everybody like, oh, let's play cards. I'm like, let's play dominoes, though.
But you don't know how to play cards, though, girl.
But I do know how to play cards. You know I don't like playing cards, and we digressing a little bit, but it needs to be said. People be taking cards too seriously.
But they dominoes just as serious.
Not as much,
yes,
though.
They do.
Not as much, though.
Girl, because I wouldn't 5 heartbeats, they was getting shot.
Was they playing for money?
I don't know.
Oh, well, usually if you're
playing cards.
If you playing for money, then, child. Hey, everybody watching all up in this room, how y'all do? So, yeah. Boom, Kaiser Creations. Come get what you need. Don't forget also, we actually make these shirts for us. Boom. And, boom, get your Sippin and Trippin crafted, curated cocktails with love, honey, and a touch of, you know what the is.
But a little,
just a little, just a little, you know, just a little. They be like, what's in it? Be like, just a little, and a whole lot of love. Just a whole lot. That part. Hit the inbox. So yeah, when my mom
say the code word.
My mom says, "So is what y'all doing legal?" I said, "Yeah, it's cocktails, it's drinks.
It's a drink.
It's just a drink.
We're just like,
child.
Yeah, we put it in the bottle. You put it on top of the glass.
Exactly.
That's it.
We put it in the bottle. You put it in your mouth, honey. That's all. Once it leaves this room,
put it in your mouth.
That's your business. So yeah, hit us up. Boom.
So we got so much to talk about today.
We have a lot.
We have a little sad news first.
We do.
So after our show last Wednesday, it was reported that Naya Rivera was missing. She was presumed to be dead. And they looked for her. After a while and talking to her son, they pretty much knew she left.
Yeah.
They didn't know how or why. Then a couple days ago, actually on Monday, they actually found her remains in the lake. I believe it was a lake or river. It was a lake. Yeah, they ended up finding her remains. Naya was 33 years old, and you know what the gag is? I was like, I didn't watch Glee. Like, I never watched Glee, and then it was like all these clips on Twitter. People start posting her whole career, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I knew like Naya Rivera on Family Matters. When my man Richie, hey Richie, Richie is fine as hell now, y'all. If y'all don't remember Family Matters and who Richie is now, Richie fine.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, I knew her on that. And I just started seeing all these shows. I didn't know it was her. And I was like, oh my god, I didn't know I was a fan. And I'm not gonna be like all other people. You know how people, they pass away. You got all these new fans, and you know how it go.
Right.
But I was just like, oh, it's sad, it's tragic to know that this woman, was drowning, and she made sure that her son was safe. And, she risked her life for him. And it's a miracle that she was able to save him. So, I don't know. It's really emotional.
It is. Yeah. Glee was a really... it was, you ever watch a show and you connect with it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just exactly. Like, you just like, okay, this is my show. Like, This is my show. So Glee was that show, one of those shows for me. So this was tough for me, to be honest. Especially with everything else going on in the world. It was just like, God, like really something else. And then you all may or may not know, she's now the third person from the cast to pass away in their 30s. You know what I mean? Like these kids are the same, literally the same age as us. So, you know, it's just, that's always something sad to think about, somebody dying so young. And then they start pulling up all the performances, and she did a song, I should say her character, Santana, did a song, for the episode that they attributed to when Corey Monteith passed away, called If I Die Young, and now everybody's showing that clip again. And that was a super emotional episode to begin with, and now it's just like, girl, it's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. But it's also one of the things that really make you really want to recalibrate your life, your chakras, make sure you got everything in order you need to have in order. Also make sure that we are limiting how much we are going outside and the activities we're doing, which is like, you can't say, well, stay in the house, because you go online, people say, well, stay in the house, nothing happen. Child, people fall in their showers, down the stairs. Child, people are breathing their breath on the mirror, and the mirror is shattering. 2020 is no bitch.
That part.
2020 has came to do what?
Let have.
Girl, it needs to get chopped. 2020 needs to get chopped.
Literally,
I'm over 2020.
Like, and the only other thing that kind of popped up with that story coming out last week was everybody jumped on Twitter to see how the castmates. Twitter, I feel like social media is a double-edged sword. You know what I mean? You're so connected to the celebrities. It's a good connection where you can just kind of see them in their natural, kind of comfortable states. You know what I mean? So everybody jumped on Twitter and was just like, they didn't say anything about her passing and blah, blah, blah. You got to remember, these people, one, are human, and two, just lost a friend as close as we might have felt to somebody we never met. They worked with this girl for 6, 7, 8 years. You know what I mean? And they lost a friend. You know what I mean? So you can't
or
just
trying to cope with what's going on, because a lot of people didn't know. Because a lot of people didn't want to jump the boat and say make fast, because we didn't know. Maybe she had swam off. Maybe she wanted a break from reality. We really didn't know what was going on. And I was hoping that's what it was, because I hate to see a child grow up without a mother. Like, ugh. So, but let's move on. We gotta go upbeat. So, with all this going on, Taj Murray came out and said that he was in love with her, and he's professed his love online, right? Which I'm just like, child, all these years, okay. So, but she was a very close friend of Taj and Tia and Tamara and Tia, and Tamara was trying to grieve the loss of Naya, but reports start coming out that she actually quit the reel, so she actually had to put her grief on the shelf for a moment, right, and come out and make this statement that she left the reel. So let's talk about it.
Yeah, she quit. And apparently, did she do it on camera? She did it like on a show one day.
No,
right?
the show's off. The show's on right now.
Oh,
we're on hiatus right now for the season.
I heard that they didn't get renewed.
No, they are renewed for the season. They're renewed for the season. Tamara was just like, and she was like, I'm out. And she out. Okay, I'm doing it again. But yeah, she was like, she out. So from what I heard on the streets is that Tamara, she's the highest paid person on the show. Okay. She's getting paid $3 million a season.
Oh Jesus.
And I almost said Tia, child. And Lonnie is getting paid $1 million a season. And Adrian and Jeannie Mai are only getting paid $500,000.
Oh wow.
And that they were trying to cut Tamara's pay. And I guess with cutting Tamara's pay, they can give everybody a raise and afford to pay another person. Two more people. Okay. So, and Tamara was just like, baby, I know my worth. That part. I've been on this table for 6, almost 7 years, giving you something you could feel, whether you liked it or not, whether you scratched or you rubbed. I gave it to you, and now you want to tell me that you want me to do the same exact thing every single day, but for less money. Yeah. Baby, I know where the door is at. I know where I can go. So she packed her rags and she left. And I can't say I'm mad at her.
No, I mean, get your money, sis. Get your bag. Always secure the bag. Always secure the bag.
So now with Tamara being gone, I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't feeling good tonight, so my energy low. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. So now with Tamara being gone, who are we gonna put in there in her place?
I don't know.
I got so many people.
Yeah.
So I mean, since now we got $3 million to work with,
$3 million.
so we can give everybody
separate people.
so we can take $1 million and divide it with Adrian and
boom
and
Jenny.
Yeah. Jeannie Mai.
Yeah.
Bill, so that ain't millions. Now we got $2 million to play with. You ready for it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's spend. So, let's spend their money.
Let's spend their money.
So, I used to watch The Real. I used to watch that clips and whatnot. So I know what kind of people have done really good on the show.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be a really good fit.
Wasn't Miss Jocelyn Hernandez on there a couple times?
Jocelyn was amazing on The Real.
Yeah.
And it was said that they were actually looking for her at one point.
Okay.
So it would be nice to see Jocelyn.
That'd be cute for her.
And
that's a little daytime role for her.
If we get Jocelyn to balance it out, you ready for it?
Okay.
We're going to get Tisha Campbell.
You know what?
She's great on there.
So that would be 5 people. I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised that you would mention her.
Why?
Because I don't know. I feel like you don't care for her.
I love Gina.
I love me some Tisha.
I love
me some Tisha. Tisha, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. She did her little ones and twos on the music thing a couple years ago, and then the divorce got real messy.
Why you not like her though?
I don't know.
I love Tisha Campbell. I just like to. I mean, she's just an easy read sometimes.
Oh.
Okay. Listen.
For whatever reason, Tisha Campbell and Raven Simone put me in the same. Like they come from the same tribe. No. Don't they give you the same kind of energy? I feel like
give you, very much
like
so.
sometimes it's like, oh girl, she cute, and then sometimes it's like, oh, okay girl, like yeah,
So, child. So, if you guys are wondering, we are not drinking tonight.
We are not
drinking water. I'm feeling under the weather right now. So yeah. And I haven't been feeling good for about a couple of days since like Sunday. It's actually a miracle that I'm here. They didn't think I was gonna make it tonight.
That part.
So, child.
She under the weather. I'm
here
on medication. So
yeah, he pregnant. I might be pregnant. We don't know.
We don't know. But we're here for you guys.
Okay. So Tisha Campbell and Jocelyn. If Jocelyn can't do it for whatever reason, which she got a lot of time on her hands, I said
Tisha did too.
Well, I'm gonna say Tisha gonna come, cause
that would be such an interesting show.
If not Jocelyn, I would definitely bring on Tiffany New York Pollard as well.
Okay,
she did amazing on the show. No, we're not bringing on New York. We're bringing on Tiffany Pollard.
But I need to make sure she knows.
No, she knows how to behave.
Good.
No, New York. She has a show on VH1 online.
Okay.
And you watch the show. It's not New York. It's very much so Tiffany.
Okay.
With sprinkles of New York. Okay. I'm gonna let you watch after the show. You're gonna be like gooped. Gotcha. When I show you that, you're gonna be like, oh, where's our contract?
Boom. Okay.
Tiffany. We're gonna say New York. Tiffany New York Pollard.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring her on to the show.
Yeah.
If Jocelyn can't make it, we can't have her and Jocelyn together.
No.
Because that'd be too much chaos.
That would be a lot.
That'd be too much.
Well, I don't know. Because like you said, both of them were different sides. They weren't the characterized versions of themselves.
Yeah.
When they were on there. But I feel like maybe both of them together.
It'd be too much.
It might bring that out of each other, That might be too much.
I'm thinking that we go ahead and we either bring on either Jocelyn or Tiffany.
Okay.
Which I'm fine with either one of those ladies.
Okay.
But Tisha Campbell, I would love her to be on it.
I was gonna say you mentioned somebody else earlier.
I did. But if Tisha couldn't do it, in her spot I would put Kiki Wyatt.
Okay.
I love Kiki Wyatt. I feel like she has a lot to say. And I feel like she's funny. She's comical. She can be serious.
See,
I
said the same thing.
So Kiki Palmer would not be on the show.
I said the same thing.
I'm going to tell you why. I love Kiki Palmer. She's like a little sister in my head, right?
I definitely
But every time Kiki Palmer gets on a TV show, it gets canceled.
Not all the time.
Girl, she been on 2 shows. She 2 for 2.
True Jackson did get canceled.
I'm talking about talk shows. Is True Jackson on TV still?
Yeah, no, but that was when she was a baby.
Baby, it don't matter.
What other talk show was she on?
She was on Kiki and Michael and Strahan them.
Him and her, Kiki and Sarah.
Yeah,
right. It was Michael and Sarah, and then they brought Kiki on as a guest, and they said, "Oh, girl, you stay."
Yeah, and then that show got canceled. Oh. And then remember, Kiki had her own show on BET.
No, okay, but wait,
that got canceled.
But wait, I feel like her and Strahan and Sarah got canceled because it was a part of like the Today Show, and Today Show already runs.
Not today. Good Morning America.
Good Morning America. It already runs like 8 hours in the morning. They just
when they brought Kiki on, actually it breaks up and comes back.
Does it really?
Because when they were on originally, I think it was a good time slot. But I just no. Bye. I like it.
Keke
I want Keke Palmer to focus on acting and music.
I want her to do a lot more music. Her last single was a ball.
She actually just had an EP that just came out, or album, just came out a couple days ago, called Food Court or something, something like that. But okay, so yeah, but no, Keke Palmer, Neil. So but I would like to see. If Tisha Campbell can't do it, we can go ahead and we can call up her best friend.
Tashina
Arnold.
Yes.
Tashina Arnold, she's great. She's
I
really
would
good.
love her. Yeah, I would love her.
If she can't do it, I mean, we can go on over there to Fox Soul. They got Vivica Fox over there waiting. They got Claudia. Your clip has left your body.
No.
Claudia, what's the last name?
Claudia Jordan.
Claudia.
Right, I was with you with Keke Palmer, but not Nene. No.
Nene, I like Nene.
Because you know what Nene's not going to do? Nene's not going to go on there and be authentic. I don't feel like
the show's not authentic.
The Nene's going to go on there and be Nene from the Housewives. If Nene went on there as Nalicia Leaks, I feel like maybe I would give it a chance.
I know she really is good TV when she's not on the Housewives. So I don't know.
Is she? I haven't seen her on there.
No, she really is.
I haven't seen her. So
she really is. So I really think she would be good on there. On the show. And actually, she is a really good co-host when she was on there co-hosting. So I didn't think about Nene. Okay, Nene. But Nene would be one of those characters to where we can have Nene on there with the Jocelyn or with the Tiffany New York. Nene, because Nene's not going to give you too much funny. But Nene's going to come, she'll come at a standpoint of a more mature woman.
Okay.
So Lonnie, sorry, you won't. So we can get rid of Lonnie.
Don't get rid of Lonnie. I love Lonnie on there.
Bounce her ass up out of here.
You're terrible.
Bye, Lonnie.
Lonnie is like.
How about this right here? Let's get rid of everybody and recast. Because I feel like we didn't cast a better show than what they got now. We over here trying to fit people in with them.
That part.
Or let's get a whole new show. Let's hold the show.
Let's do a whole new show. As long as it's not called like Sister Circle.
No. That which actually was a good show was scrapped for the wrong reasons. No, it was scrapped for the wrong reasons.
What happened?
So Sister Circle's ratings were not going down. They're actually going up.
The
network had something going on, and the production company didn't keep it. The network was going to. But the deal was still in the air, so another entity can come and snatch it.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was not the ratings. Sister Circles actually was the only thing people were watching TV One for.
Oh.
The gag of it all.
TV One. So why didn't somebody else pick it up?
It's how it left. Yeah. You got Corona going on right now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to pick up and pull the show. Gag is Sister Circle didn't even have their own studio.
Well, I can believe that.
They
looked like they was in somebody's living room.
No, but the gag is like they number one show on there. And the company that owned
number one show on TV One is not hard.
No, but their numbers were competing with other shows. Like they weren't just this little show.
Yeah.
Like they were doing stuff. And they was getting interviewed. And they were actually making noise. So, but the gag is that us black people think, oh, you're on TV One, ain't nobody watching y'all, nobody care about you. That wasn't the tea. The tea was it was put on a cable network, which is out of reach for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. And people didn't know about it.
Who else was on there?
We got Selena Johnson.
Selena Johnson.
Hold on. Let's take a minute and talk about what turned this home into a house.
Selena Johnson.
I don't know what this was. That's my cut.
Quad.
Come on, Quad.
And
I almost said it.
I almost did.
Oh, we're gonna say it. Okay, keep going.
Quad. Selena Johnson.
Trina Braxton.
Trina Braxton.
She had came on. Trina Braxton last season.
Oh.
Last 2 seasons, I think.
Okay. And then who? Because it was 5 of them, no?
It was another woman. I don't know her name.
And
we gonna move on.
Who was the fifth one?
She was gone. She had got left for Trina.
Oh, so it was just 4.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Quad. Selena Johnson. Trina Braxton.
Another person. Layla Rashad. That's her name. Layla Rashad.
Layla Rashad was on? No.
Oh no, it wasn't. I don't know.
Rashad.
Let's move on. We've been here
I know who you're talking about.
Okay, let's go. We are 20 minutes and we only on 2 topics. Sure. So, Lady Antebellum announced that they're changing her name because of the racist undertone that Lady Antebellum means.
Right. And everybody was just like, oh my God, yay, that's so great. Good for you guys.
My whole thing is that you knew what this name signified and what it meant to you. And let me go there. I'm about to really go there, and I'm going to come back from it. I never knew what Lady Antebellum meant or what it stand for or signified. All I know is it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
I'm all alone. But when you don't know, you don't know.
That part.
And then you over here, piping up racial stuff you don't know nothing about. You're over here adding smoke to the fire. I'm trying to find these words today, child. My mind's like here. But we don't. When you don't know, you don't know. You just really got to do history. So it makes it hard for me, like now, to listen to them because I'm like, ooh, I didn't know y'all was like that. You know, it's bad. First of all, it's country music, so you're already looking at it sideways.
That part,
but we at least should. And I'm not that person who can just be like, oh, okay, well, music and music like that song I'm gonna listen to. I can't.
Right.
So now that I know what that meant, I'm upset at myself for not doing my due diligence and finding out what it means. But that goes with different shows. Like down in the top, I'm gonna get to it, but it makes sense right now. Boy Meets World. I love Boy Meets World growing up.
Yeah.
And Topanga, you couldn't tell me nothing about Topanga. Topanga was bang.
Right.
And come to find out now that Boy Meets World and eventually Girl Meets World was a hell for the only person of color castmate who was told she was acting like an Aunt Jemima, who had to do her own hair, her own makeup, who had lots of racial slurs by her from the cast. Now, many people have came and apologized, all but Ben Savage.
Well,
it is like it makes it hard to really sit here and be like, dang, I want to see that show, or like the TV on. You like, next.
It's one of those things where, like you were saying with Lady Antebellum, the fact that you wanted to change your name was cute, but you shouldn't have been called that in the first place. And then, on top of that, they go to change their name to Lady A. There's already a black singer called Lady A.
Who's been using that name since 1987, 88.
And they turned around and tried to sue her.
Oh, no, not tried. They're trying.
To sue her to use her name.
Because she said that they needed to pay her to use her, if they wanted to use her name.
Exactly.
And they don't want to pay her. They just told her, well, we're going to use this name.
Right.
You're going to be okay with it. And we're going to try to make sure that social media doesn't confuse the two.
Right.
Well, of course they're not, because they're going to eat my ass up and push me out.
Of course they are.
So, yeah. So, Lady Antebellum, my very good.
Cancel.
We're done.
You're done.
You're
on. Canceled.
We'll move on.
Ciao.
To Bashir Gray, Hakeem Lyons of Empire. First of all, this whole story is shocking. It's very much so bizarre. It's very much so. I'm trying to think of that word that Paris Hilton uses. I can't think of it. It's something. She uses this word. It's so sick. I've been wanting to use it forever. This is the opportunity to use it. Now it's the opportunity to use it. I can't think of it, so I'm gonna keep rambling until it comes to me, and it's not here. Yeah. So Paris Hilton, Bashir Gray was arrested for beating his wife for several hours. She had to run off and leave.
It's not funny.
And first of all, who knew that Hakeem had a wife in real life? Bashir Gray.
I definitely did not know.
I didn't know he had a wife.
I don't follow him that much. So.
But I didn't know. I didn't know anybody wanted to marry his little scrawny ass.
Oh.
And then for you to be probably coked up, allegedly, I don't know.
Child, they said he was on that
that Molly.
Girl, the teen girl. Allegedly.
Oh, so he's homosexual.
Allegedly.
You said it.
I didn't say that.
You said it.
I said
I didn't say that. Allegedly. Okay, so basically, he over here beating his wife for hours. How much energy do you have beating on somebody for hours?
How much energy do you have to get beat on for hours? It's a better question. Now, don't get me wrong. I know women in my life that
Do you not cry in this room?
That have... I know women in my life that have come up out of abusive relationships. Praise God. Hallelujah. But I'm on the outside looking in. At a certain point, I'm out. Son, I'm calling the police. I'm calling the fire guard. I'm calling a neighbor. I'm walking up and down the street knocking on doors.
At a certain point, you're out. And I'm in jail.
That part.
You gotta go to sleep.
Forever.
So, Bashir Gray, child, you know what the gag is? 2020 has allowed us to forget everything that happened with Jussie Smollett. And he just brought his ass right on back on Instagram, right on Twitter.
Like ain't nothing happened.
Living his life, got me over here double tapping on his shit. And 2020, here come Hakeem Lyons.
He said it's his time to fuck up.
It's his time to fuck some shit up. Child, I cannot. Next caller.
Can we talk about how Empire is just
a fool?
Just turned into a shit show last season. Just everybody kind of lost their minds collectively. Yeah. I think the only one that still got some sense is Taraji P. She the only one. Taraji P be online braiding her hair, living her best life, baby, in quarantine at her house. She said, I'm not bothered. I think she's selling something now. I don't know what it is. I want to check the website, but she the only one that seems like she still got some sense. You know, what's his name is talking about... Wait, what's his name say?
Terrence Howard?
Yeah, what did he say? He said something crazy, child.
I don't think it was crazy. It was just too... No, because I actually know what was said. It was like real science stuff.
Okay.
And it's people who have a different understanding of life and of science, whatever, you can understand it.
Yeah.
I grasped it. I don't understand it, but I'm not going to say he's crazy for thinking outside the box and knowing that the construct of humanity and life that they're giving us is not necessarily what it is.
Right, but is that something you're going to go on a red carpet and talk about?
Why not? If he's saying this is going to be my next chapter in life.
Yeah, but...
He's saying that, I'm done with acting.
True.
I'm about to use my time into doing this. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it.
I would have
if Robert De Niro had said it the same way he said it, if Ben Affleck had said it, if a host of other white people had said it, it would not be getting talked about right now.
I would, because it sounded crazy. I would definitely be talking. I'm not mainstream might not have talked about it the way he talked about it, but you wouldn't have known about it. I would, because it was crazy as hell.
No, you wouldn't have known about it if somebody else had said it. You only know about it because they blew it up.
They didn't really blow it up a whole lot.
Girl, they talked about it and they said, "Oh, he's off the meds." And here we are, talk about him.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that to my green-eyed Terrence. He look just like my father. Can't stand a bastard.
Wow.
Both of them. So let's move on. Nick Cannon. So apparently, what had happened was
Nick Cannon has a podcast, which I never knew, which I wish I would have known.
I actually listened to it last night.
I would have tuned in.
I listened to it last night.
Nick Cannon went on his podcast and made some statements along the lines of, white people are not the dominant race, they're not the superior race, and that black people are the true, this is quote unquote what he said, are the true, what did he say?
The true
Hebrew people, the true chosen people, the true Hebrew people. Now,
I mean, you use some common sense. You know what he said wasn't a lie.
Definitely.
I mean, if you think about it, the only country that is cemented into the earth is Africa.
That part.
Africa is the beginning of everything. If y'all want to say Pangea, the Christian folks, we don't say that.
What do they call it?
It's a whole story in the Bible to how everything got split up. I'll teach you later. I'll school you later.
I'm all right.
But with white people, they call it Pangea.
Okay.
But, yeah. So, it is the center of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Almost everybody roots chase back to where? Africa. So how could he be lying?
True. But here's the thing, though. So,
and black women are the only women who have the Eve gene.
Oh, that's true.
So next caller.
True. So, Nick Cannon does a lot. He got Wildin' Out. Boom. He's all over MTV.
Nick Jr.
Nickelodeon. Like Nick Cannon been entangled in Nickelodeon since he was on all that. He's actually had a studio contract with them since the 90s. Yeah.
Nick Cannon is the only, I believe, oh my God, I can stand firm on saying it, the only person who's had a job from childhood up from the same company. He's had a regular check.
Yep.
From Nickelodeon.
Yep. And their parent company, Viacom, decided that those statements that he made on his podcast were way too out there and anti-Semitic.
They kept trying to say that it was his recent podcast. He actually had 2 podcasts since that one aired.
Oh. So
somebody been probably in the background trying to get him to come and delete this podcast or to apologize. Actually listen to it. Mm-hmm. He said, I'm going to loosely translate. Mm-hmm. He said, white people are savages. If you go back and look at history, you can say those white people were. Are we seeing white people today are? Well, turn your TV on.
Here's the thing, and he's not he's not lying. Historically,
and he wasn't saying it from his words.
No,
he was quoting a philosopher who said it. So it wasn't even his words. He said such and such says,
right,
and he put it on the table,
mm-hmm.
and it was a discussion, mm-hmm. but it wasn't even an discussion into that notion,
mm-hmm.
but it was said,
mm-hmm.
and he wasn't making anti-Semitic. He said. He even said it. He said, "How can I make an anti-Semitic statement when I'm saying I am the Semitic?
Right,
I'm that person.
That part.
So
Viacom came back and essentially fired him.
Everybody but Fox.
Everything. Yeah, Fox. Fox the only one. Well, I don't think Fox is under that same.
No, they're not. They're not under Viacom.
So Viacom canceled everything. Wildin' Out is canceled. Everything he had that had to do with Viacom Honey is officially.
And he said he wants Wildin' Out.
Yep, because he said he created it, which is very true.
He created it. It's his baby. And he was like, they're not gonna take care of the way it needs to be taken care of.
Of course not.
And he was like that, very much so Tina Turner moment. Take everything you want to take, but Wild Out, that's mine.
That part.
And you know what? He has been Wild Out. Let's keep it real. We have, especially our generation, we haven't watched MTV since Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
First time around.
True.
And that's when we were leaving MTV.
That part.
Around that time.
On the way out.
Like when we were kids, MTV was that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And Jersey Shore was like the last thing. Like when that left, we was like, oh, okay, what's on VH1? We went over here to Flavor of Love. Yep. We went over here to Love and Hip Hop now. But I mean, bye.
Yeah. Because now all of them canceled.
And now we're going to leave y'all.
MTV, VH1, Nickelodeon, BET, all of that under Viacom. Anybody under Viacom.
It is, it's a whole lot going on, which we're going to get into. Let me get this one there right now. It's like we're going to dock it. It's a lot going on in the world right now today with racial injustices, with imbalance of power. And black people are rising up in ways that we've never have rose up before. And it's very poetic. It's very beautiful to see us coming together. Come on, my phone. To see us coming together and doing what we have to do and getting our jush. Portia, the housewives, I was literally thinking to myself yesterday, I was like, dang, Portia was out there everywhere protesting and stuff. I ain't heard from her no more. You know, I ain't heard from her no more because she ain't got time to be posting online.
That part.
Portia been out here doing the work.
Okay.
Portia.
No justice, no peace.
Portia and Yandy and a couple other people, they were out in Louisville, Kentucky. Yesterday, they were protesting at the AG, the Attorney General House for Breonna Taylor for her murderers to be arrested and convicted
for murder.
Because they murdered. And they were on the property, and they were told they had to leave. They'd be arrested. They said we're peaceful. We're peacefully protesting.
That part.
So baby, they got their little ties, and they tied Portia on up. Yandy on up. They threw them all up in the jail cell. And so everybody was like, oh my God, Portia went to jail, Portia went to jail. Baby, I just found out last night, Portia's been to jail 3 or 4 times during these protests.
Oh, wow.
This is just the time that it was recorded and caught.
Right.
And this is the longest because they gave them no bond.
Oh.
So she was in jail until this morning.
Oh, wow.
And they released 20 out of the 80 something people that were arrested, almost 100 people that was arrested. They released 20, so they waited for all the people to be arrested. Like they're outside now protesting. Literally while they're putting Portia in handcuffs, she is out there still chanting. She's got the people still going, no justice, no peace. That, it made my heart smile. Because I'm like, this girl is now out here doing, she ain't got no makeup on. She ain't got no hair. She got on a t-shirt. So like she was like, I literally got the call to come out here and do this protest. She was like, I didn't pack a bag. I didn't pack no glam. I didn't pack no makeup. I packed myself.
That part.
And I laughed.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It just, it touched me in a way. It was so beautiful.
I feel like it's good to see when you see influencers or celebrities out there like that, that's really out there for the right reasons. Because when you see people out there and they got their camera crew with them and they got, their makeup done and their hair done.
Oh, you know that they there.
Right. It's just like, you doing it for the wrong reasons. You're doing it for the show. And it's too much. Portia, like you said, been out there damn near since all this shit started.
Yeah.
Just kind of out with it. You know what I mean? And she's not looking for cameras to be in and nothing like that. Even when
she was arrested and got out there, she was arrested. Her sister had posted up on her page and was like, yes, Portia's arrested. Portia wants y'all to know Breonna Taylor's murderers have not been arrested yet.
That part.
So let's not focus on Portia being arrested.
That part.
Let's focus on the task at hand.
That part.
And I'm like, you come on, Portia. That was on Twitter. Twitter will carry you through, won't it? They were on Twitter talking about Portia Tubman, Portia Sigourney Weave, Sigourney. What was they called? Oh, yeah, they said Portia Scott King.
Oh my God.
They was giving Portia all these names, her and Yandy. And when I tell you, they said Portia X.
Portia Sojourner Truth.
Sojourner Truth. There you go. They said
Portia Truth. Sojourner Portia Truth.
Sojourner Portia Truth. There we go. Sojourner Portia Truth.
That's
baby. When I tell you they was giving Portia every kind of which way name, I just keep and gag. I said, cause baby, Portia got on the Housewives, y'all. We all said she's slow. She don't know nothing about nothing.
Yep. Them be the ones though.
And Portia said something lit inside of her and set something on fire. Her ancestors are working through her right now, and I am here with it. So no justice, no peace. You guys can go on Instagram and go to Portia Williams' Facebook page, get the phone number, call the AGA, and let's demand justice for Breonna Taylor.
Because, and Elijah McCain.
It is a damn shame that protesters are being arrested every day in America. Black men are being killed still every day in America since George Floyd, and yet these murderers, most of them, hell, are on the streets or on their way back on the streets.
That part.
You know, it's a damn shame. Like, what kind of country do we live in?
Child.
Even to where there was a cop being video camera. He told the guy, he said, "Well, just record this. Let's start the show." And he grabbed the guy out the car to beat his ass. He's like, "I'm gonna beat his ass on your camera." So I mean, we really gotta do better. We gotta do better. So we got all this drama and tea and some deep stuff. Now we gotta go into shenanigans.
The shenanigans of
just
it
the
all.
show of it all. Come on, Sippin, just the Essie show.
The show of it all.
So the Queen of England, the Queen of England, the House of England have announced that they're creating a new beverage for the people, the Commonwealth.
Oh,
yes, they're making a gin.
Oh,
it's going to be called Buckingham Palace Dry Gin. But to get this gin, it will not be released until August, and you have to have a address in the United Kingdom in order to be able to get the gin.
Oh,
so it would not be making a crossover over here right away. And lots of people are trying to get people to bring them the gin. Over here, we want to try the Queen's Gin.
Why though?
It's the Queen's Gin. I went on the website and I said, "Oh, I'm gonna try the Queen's Gin." It's about £50, which is $40 in our money, and I can't get it because I don't have the address.
I can't get it.
So do I get like a PO box and have a
that part
here? I want to try the Queen's Gin.
I've
the Queen
always
has never had a
wanted
gin.
to take like a little trip, across the pond or whatever. It won't be for gin, but something to try when we're there.
The Queen's Gin.
Something cute. That's that.
But the Queen of England have
yes, child.
I always thought maybe the Queen of England would start with like a tea or a proper crumpet or a breakfast biscuit. But she said no.
She said no, I need gin.
She said, "You know what? I am 1,000 years old and I want a gin.
And if I want gin for breakfast, I'm gonna have gin for breakfast."
Yes, the Queen has spoken.
That part.
So let's move on to Megan Thee Stallion's Wild Weekend. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Guess who's back in the house? Heels click clack in the bow. Hey, I'm about to go there. Hey. Okay, so Megan Thee Stallion, she was hanging out with Tory Lanez and Kylie Jenner over the weekend at Kylie Jenner's party.
Ooh, so
they were all
like
hanging out, kicking it. Then Tory Lanez was like running from the police. They get pulled over. He has a gun in the car. He gets arrested. We find out that he weighs 150. He's 5'3". Boom. He's short.
Wow.
And then we found out that Megan had like...
Oh, I seen that police report. His name is like Daystar.
And then,
or something weird like that.
Foot was bleeding. It was like maybe from glass and their car being shot at. Well, baby, comes out today. Megan said, "No, bitch. I was taken to the hospital because I was not arrested because I was a victim because I got."
How'd she get shot?
I don't know.
In the foot?
I don't know. They didn't say where. Not her knees, I hope. But wherever she was shot, it was a fact.
Bitch, her knees.
She's okay.
Her knees is probably like
insured
for at least a couple $100.
You are so wrong.
A few $100, $40, $50,
But Megan, she said she was shot.
Child, it better not have been in her chest or her butt.
Who knew that Tory Lanez? Well, she ain't got free flowing silicone.
Oh, she got the pockets.
Well, she has a natural bottom.
Do she?
She has this natural bottom.
Okay.
She's a stallion, honey.
She just built like a damn horse.
Yes. Which but I will say, it's just she can't. Who would have thought that Tory Lanez was the one about that life? He just got the hairline out here acting a fool. Yeah, he just got the hairline. Everybody joining in, listening to us all around the world and everywhere. I cannot. So yeah. So, this brings us to our next story.
Yeah, please, because that was too much.
New York City. People are complaining that when they're going out to lunch or going out to dinner, that rats are attacking them for their food. Baby, the rats said coronavirus, we've been hungry, and bitch, we're not about to wait to get scrapped. We want it off the plate.
I've heard it's been happening here in Chicago too.
The rats?
So what happened?
So
what
scared.
happened was, like you said, everything been shut down, restaurants and everything. Restaurants have been throwing out all their food in the night, which the rats eat. Boom. So now the rats are like, we don't have nothing to eat. They started eating each other. Oh, good God, right?
Oh my God.
They started eating each other. So now that the restaurants are opening back up and everything's outdoor seating, out dining, al fresco, the rats are just like, oh, bitch, I'll take mine to go.
Could you imagine
order me a doggy bag? I would never.
Could you imagine sitting down outside and a rat just come and look at you and take your plate and walk away?
Don't even say nothing.
I'm not paying for this.
How about this? The first time...
Master Splinter not playing no games.
The first time I see the rat, he can have that plate. I'm leaving. Okay?
I'm not paying for nothing.
It's yours.
Maybe you're a winner.
Okay? Talking about give me a small plate. I just nibble off yours. Get out of here. Get your ass out of here. That's what, but no, that's what they said, child. The rats ain't been eating for the past 3 months. They just
hungry.
They hungry.
Bitch, could you imagine being a rat gonna eat your daddy or something? You hungry, your brother, your sister?
What if you like the little rat from like Ratatouille and you like working in a restaurant? Now you hungry because ain't nobody throwing out food, and you hungry because you laid off. You ain't got no job. You ain't got no man to sit up under.
I just don't understand. I don't understand.
Oh Lord Jesus, y'all, we tired. But that's a crazy story though. Like the rats. Of all the people to think of in the world suffering, the rats.
The rats had it bad.
The rats even getting it. Okay.
Okay.
Coronavirus needs to go away.
Girl.
Oh my God. Not the rats.
So that just lets me know that I would not be eating outside no time soon.
You know what? I've never been the biggest fan of eating outside anyway, because you got to deal with the elements, and I will say
the 5 elements of Vogue.
Okay.
The elements of hands. The elements of face, the elements of runway, the elements of floor performance, and one more, bitch.
One more.
The element of surprise, bitch.
Is that it?
No.
That would be sick.
That's a 6th one. I made it up. Bitch, I made it up. Somebody else made it up. But I'm taking it. I actually forgot the other one, element. Oh, bitch, the element of fucking duck walking, bitch.
Oh, that's really it?
Yep. That's 5 elements, bitch.
Oh, okay.
Bitch, you know I know the elements, honey.
That part. And Vivica Fox. Vivica Fox. Vivica Fox.
Just give it a little kiki for the kiki. And if y'all listen to the podcast, I was just doing a little voguing.
A little hand performance. You know.
I was giving a little
Okay.
Baby, I've been watching, look.
You gotta feed the kid in the face.
I ain't never even been to a ball, but I feel like I know everything about the ball. I've been watching the balls for the past month.
That part.
I've been watching all the balls. I just feel like I'm ready to walk. I feel like I'm legendary already.
Okay.
I feel like I'm legendary.
Bold statement.
I'm iconic, bitch.
Oh.
Show me a girl that can outwalk me.
Are you 007? Are you in a house?
I'm gonna walk 007.
Okay.
But and body house. So I'm gonna walk body.
What house you thinking? What house you feeling?
Aphrodite.
Ooh.
Martell Aphrodite.
Okay.
Martell Escada.
Hey.
Martell La Perla.
Hey.
What else can we say? Escada La Perla. Mizrahi. That sounds sickening.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I just step out and get my own house. Okay. House of Sippin and Trippin, boo.
Okay.
All right. But Ebony's y'all like to fight in Chicago. I'm not fighting every time we go out, girl. Every time we go, we got to fight.
I heard y'all like to fight.
I heard that a long time ago. But they are sickening, baby, and they will wear you out on the floor.
And on the street.
Allegedly. Oh, girl. Allegedly. Girl, because I'm going to see me and wear my ass out. They don't fight fair.
Do we know any evidence?
I know one.
I was going to say, I know you know. You got to.
I know one.
Uh-oh.
Girl.
Do I know? No?
You might not remember.
Oh, okay. Well, I probably don't.
Okay, so let's move on.
We don't do that. We don't fight.
We have a new segment in our show. We're going to call it Spotlight. Oh, I do like living under your spotlight. Bam. So, our Spotlight this week is going to be Envy Entertainment and Productions. Envy Entertainment and Productions is by the CEO, Chris Owens, who, first of all, he is a step teacher. He teaches step at the high school, with Bounty Valley High School.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, he's a photographer.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you get to your Envy Entertainment and Productions, honey.
Boom.
He's going to give you a good old sickening picture.
Yes.
He might even record for you. Honey, he's going to set you up in that picture, make you look like you lost 150, honey.
Ooh.
And you probably gained it. He's going to make you like you lost it.
I need that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Baby. So make
Shoot.
sure that you're taking your spotlight and you're stepping out the norms. Why be ordinary when you can be extraordinary? So get out there.
I don't know what the noise was.
Get out there and book your next shoot with Envy Entertainment. That's our spotlight of this week. Boom. So, Dana, do you need to rant about anything this week?
Ranting about anything this week. Oh, I go back to work next week. For those of y'all, I've been on a little hiatus, so I go back to work on Monday, and I'm not looking forward to it. I've given the analogy that if I run into one of them people, Karen or Ken or whoever it is, who don't feel like they need to wear a mask and they want to get all up in my face about it, I don't know what's gonna happen. It is what it is. I'm gonna leave it up to God. That's about it. So I go back to work on the 20th. If I'm out of work on the 22nd, y'all know why.
Alrighty. So, let's go to our download alert.
Download
alert. So Tina Turner is coming out of her hiatus.
Mm-hmm.
She's announcing a remix with a producer named Kygo.
Mm-hmm.
And Kygo he said this has been a lifelong thing for him. It's been 30 years in the making.
Ooh.
For him, he said he's a big Tina Turner fan.
Yeah.
And this Friday, we'll be getting probably a dance remix to none other than our favorite, What's Love Got to Do With It.
I'm excited.
Now, my thing is that, is she going to redo the vocals on it, or are you going to take old vocals and do it? Because then she's still in retirement.
True. So, I don't know. But, you know, he's the one that did the late, great Whitney's last song, Higher Love. With Whitney Houston. Yes, he produced that one and did that, of course, with old vocals, but whatever. And it was cute. I feel like it was cute. Some people didn't live for it as much, but, you know, I live for a Whitney track.
It was cute for me.
Whatever. It's a Whitney track.
So,
it's for the clubs.
That is our download alert.
I think that'll be sickening, though. Oh, real quick. And I literally just heard it today. Raven Simone, my former baby mama, who's now happily married, released herself a new album or EP or whatever you want to call it. I would say album. It's about 16, 17 songs on it. And it's very much so out of the box, like the last little EP was. So, but it's cute. And the thing that made me think of it, the thing that made me think of it was super funny was there's a skit on there where she's like talking to some friends or whatever, and she goes, yeah, my mama called me the other day and goes, yeah, I know you just been struggling with your weight back and forth your whole life.
It's called The Reintroduction.
Is that it?
Or Sarah?
No, that's not it.
Was Sarah?
I don't remember what it's called. If you search, don't search Raven Simone on like iTunes or Apple Music. It's just under Raven.
Raven, yeah.
But anyway, the skit on there is her talking to her mom on the phone. Her mom tells her, you need to get your weight in check because you need to just go rain on these bitches. And that's what she said. Her mama told. She said, I just need you to get it together and just rain on these bitches. And she laughed it off. She said, okay, Lydia, calm down. I was like, oh, it was cute. But the album it's different. It's one of those when you got some free time at home, you cleaning something like that.
Okay, so it's called Infrasounds.
Infrasounds.
Infrasounds. Okay, Infrasounds.
Mm-hmm.
So come on, Miss Infrasounds. She actually, on her last project she released, she had a couple of songs I did like. And that one was called 33,000.
Yes.
I did like a couple of those songs on there.
A lot of, I think it was only, 5 or 4 songs?
Yeah.
I liked all of them.
You did it.
I did.
You did it.
You know what? I heard the one today that I didn't like, and you know what made me like it? Is that I found a video of her online performing it live.
Okay.
With like her little trio band. It was like another guy, one playing the bass, one playing the piano or something like that. And she sung it live, and it was cute. It was everything.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. It was cute.
Well, we love us some Miss Raven Simone's.
Mm-hmm.
We love us some of you. Thank you guys all for tuning in for this week of Sippin' and Trippin'.
I need y'all to do me a favor. Put in the comments for next week's show. We haven't done a good flirt alert in a while. So give us some topics that you want to do for a good flirt alert for next week. I feel like we just need to revive that for a little bit. Boom.
Yes, we do. Come on, Flirt Alert.
Flirt Alert.
And let us know who you want us to interview next.
Yes.
Corona is not getting better.
It's not.
However, with technology, we are able to do several different things.
Couple different things.
So, we're ready if you are.
That part, yes. We had a couple lined up, and then, child,
Corona.
The world shut down. Corona. So, yeah, we're going to get back into that. Of course, we're going to pick another spotlight for next week. A local entrepreneur like ourselves, a mini mogul like ourselves. And we'll have that for y'all. And hopefully, we'll be awake.
Okay.
Ciao. All right, y'all. Bye.
Bye. We love y'all.